Are you curious too?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's find out then.
Sir, I sent my story from book.
Yes, beta. Yes, beta.
The chocolate room.
This sounds like a good story.
Yes, sir. Mr. Willy Wonka.
I'm very sorry about the rose from your garden,
says Beauty quietly. The Beast looks at Beauty's father. Chapter 6.
back to the Beast's castle.
But her 10 days later, Beauty dreams about the Beast. In her dreams. At 9 o'clock in the evening, she goes to dinner and waits for the Beast. But he doesn't come to see her.
What's happening?
Beauty thinks.
Where's the Beast? Why isn't he here? Beast!
She cries.
Beast! Where are you? Answer me!
She opens the doors of all the rooms.
What does she say? Beast, Beast, where are you? Answer me. What does she say? Where are you? Answer me. Where are you? Answer me.
Where are
Oh, yeah, Prisha is on camera. That's nice.
And looks everywhere in the castle. But
she looks everywhere in the castle, but she cannot find
she
him.
cannot find him. Suddenly she remembers her dream.
Suddenly she remembers her dream. अचानक से उसको अपना सपना याद आता है. Suddenly she remembers her dream. Remember the dream? The beast in the dream is on the grass in the garden.
She runs to the garden and sees the Beast on the grass.
Oh no!
She cries.
Is he dead?
What does she say? Is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead?
Is he dead?
To his heart, and it is beating.
Good, he's not dead.
She thinks.
Good, he's not dead.
She gets some cold water from the river and wets his face. The Beast slowly opens his eyes.
Beauty,
he whispers.
I'm dying, but I'm happy because you're here.
Beauty, I am dying, but I'm happy because you are here. I am dying. I'm dying means, children?
हम मर रहे हैं.
Exactly. Exactly. The beast says, Beauty, I'm dying, but I'm happy because you are here.
No, Beast,
cries Beauty.
Don't die. You must live and become my husband.
Don't die. You must live and become my husband.
I love you and I can't live without you.
I love you and I can't live without you. I can't live without you.
Chapter 8. The Prince. Suddenly, all the lights of the castle and the garden turn on.
Suddenly, all the lights... Aradhya knows the story. Suddenly, all the lights of the castle and the garden turn on. What happens, children? The lights turn on. All the lights turn on. All the lights of the castle and the garden, they turn on. One big question. Did they have electricity? Did they have electricity?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Adib.
Sir, magic.
um, Okay, so when she says, I love you, I can't live without you, I want to marry you. Suddenly, all the lights of the castle and the garden turn on.
There are beautiful fireworks in the sky.
There are beautiful fireworks in the sky. Patake, beautiful fireworks in the sky. There are beautiful fireworks in the sky. आसमान में पटाखे जलने लगते हैं. There are, just like when India wins a match, then you see in the stadium, there are fireworks in the stadium, right?
Beauty is surprised and looks at the castle.
Beauty is surprised, obviously, naturally, she's surprised and looks at the castle. Arey, what's going on? What's happening?
Then she turns round and looks at the beast.
And then she turns around and looks at the beast. She looks at the castle and then she looks at the beast.
What a surprise! She sees a handsome young man.
What a surprise! She sees a handsome young man there, no longer a beast. There is no beast there.
Thank you, Beauty,
Says the young man.
Now the voice also changed. Thank you, Beauty. No, thank you, Beauty. Now the voice changed. Thank you, Beauty.
The spell is broken.
The spell is broken. The spell is broken. The spell means, beta? जादू का जो जाल था ना, है ना? Yes, beta. Yes, the curse. Yes, the spell is broken.
But where is the beast?
But where is the beast? Asks Beauty. Beast.
Asks Beauty.
I am the beast.
Says
I am the beast, says the prince.
the prince.
I don't understand.
Says Beauty.
Who are you?
I don't understand. I had the beast here. Who are you?
I'm a prince, and this is my castle.
Says the young man.
Sometimes a bad witch puts a spell on a prince, and only true love can break the spell.
He says sometimes a bad witch, W-I-T-C-H, witch. You understand, beta? Witch, W-I-T-C-H, witch. Yes. A witch. Sometimes a bad witch puts a spell on a prince, and only true love can break the spell.
Now I know your love is true.
Now I know your love is true.
The prince takes her hand and says,
Do you want to marry me, Beauty?
Do you want to marry me, Beauty? The prince takes her hand and says, Do you want to marry me, Beauty?
Beauty looks at the handsome prince and says,
He looks at the handsome prince and says, No, I don't. Or yes, I do. What does she say? Yes, I do, or no, I don't?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Do you want to marry me, Beauty? Yes, I do, Beauty says.
Beauty and the prince go to the castle.
Beauty and the prince go to the castle. Beauty and the prince both go to the castle.
When she opens the door, she is surprised.
Another surprise when she opens the door. What is this surprise?
My family! You're all here.
Cries Beauty.
Wow, when she opens the door, she finds her whole family there, her father, her brothers.
She is happy when she sees her family. They talk and laugh together.
They talk and laugh together.
Suddenly, she sees the good fairy from her dream.
Suddenly, she sees the good fairy from her dream. Remember, she once has a dream.
Yes,
And there is a good fairy who says, you are a good girl, you are going to be very happy.
Yes.
She sees the same fairy.
Beauty,
Says the good fairy.
you've got a kind heart, and you're going to marry the prince and become a princess.
Wow.
Then the good fairy looks at Beauty's two sisters.
You're both bad, lazy, and unkind.
Says
You are both bad, lazy, and unkind.
the fairy.
You don't love anyone.
You don't love anyone.
The fairy says some magic words, and suddenly Rosalind and Hortensia become statues.
And the fairy says some magic words like abracadabra. She says some magic words, right? And suddenly Rosalind and Hortensia become statues. They become statues.
Oh no!
Cries Beauty.
My sisters are statues.
Oh no, my sisters are statues.
Your sisters have got hearts of stone,
Says
The fairy. The fairy says, your sisters have got hearts of stone. Okay, because they don't really love anybody. Remember, they
Yes, sir.
planned
Yes, sir.
they wanted their sister to die. How can anyone plan the death of their own sister? So they absolutely had hearts of stone. So the fairy changes them into statues.
the fairy.
Now they can't move, but
Now they can't move.
they can see and hear everything.
They can see and hear everything, but they can't move. Just like in coma. In coma, people can see everything, they can hear everything. Sometimes, okay? Sometimes, not all people in coma. No. Not all people in coma can see and hear everything. I don't know. I don't know. I have to talk to a doctor. What do you guys know? If somebody is in coma, can they hear? Can they see things?
Not see things, but hear.
Okay. All right. That's interesting.
When they understand their mistakes, they can become Rosalind and Hortensia again.
Okay, when they realize their mistakes, when they understand their mistakes, they can become Rosalind and Hortensia again.
The next day, Beauty and the prince get married.
Okay, the next day they get married, both of them. Who? The prince and Beauty.
Everyone dances and sings in the castle.
Yeah, everybody dances and sings in the castle.
It is a happy day. People give flowers to Beauty and the prince.
People give flowers to Beauty and the prince, right? When somebody gets married, we give them gifts, don't we? Sometimes we give them flowers, we give them different gifts.
Sees tears in Beauty's eyes and says,
The prince sees tears in Beauty's eyes and says, don't cry, my beauty.
Don't cry, my beauty. We are going to be very happy together.
We are going to be very happy together.
Listening activity. Here is an example. What does Rosalind want to buy for the summer?
I want to buy
Okay.
a new red hat for the summer.
But you have already got a pink one. What about a nice blue hat?
No, I like red.
1. Which shop is next to Marie's hat shop?
Well, let's go to Marie's hat shop.
Is the shop near the park?
No, it's next to the...
All right. The story is over. They got married. What a lovely story, huh? So what is the lesson in the story? What do we learn from this story, Adi? Adi?
हमें दूसरों को नहीं करना चाहिए, कहना चाहिए. हमें डरना नहीं चाहिए और किसी से जलना नहीं चाहिए और हमें
Right.
don't feel jealous.
Yeah, right. And Okay,
Don't be
how about
demand.
this?
Demand. Don't be demand.
How about it? How about this? Real beauty is inside, not on the outside. Good looks do not matter. Remember, Rosalind and Hortensia's husbands are good looking and clever, but they are not kind, they are not nice, they're not caring. So we should work on our inner personality. The beast is an ugly man, but beauty falls in love with him. Why? Because of his good looks? No, because of his nature. When beauty saw him, when beauty first saw him, she was scared. Remember, she was terrified because of his ugly looks. So people sometimes will not like you because you're not very good looking. That's okay. But you should be nice to them. Because if you're nice to them, slowly and slowly, they'll like you. So we should not worry about our looks all the time. We should worry more about our inner personality. We should be kind. We should be friendly. And we should develop qualities in us, good qualities. Good looks do not matter all the time. Good looks, beauty was beautiful, but the beast did not fall in love with her because she was beautiful. He fell in love with her because she was brave as well. She was smart as well. So good looks are important, but good looks are not everything. We should not make fun of somebody because they are ugly. Beauty did not make fun of the beast. And we should be truthful. When the beast asked, "Am I ugly?" she says, "Yes, you are ugly, but you are kind and I like you." Right? So we can tell our friends honestly what we feel about them in a nice way. She says, "I think of you as my friend." But she doesn't lie to him. She doesn't say, "Oh, no, you're not ugly, you are very handsome." She doesn't say that. She is honest to her friend. She says, "Yes, you are ugly." And the beast also accepts that he's ugly. He says, "I know I'm terribly ugly." So we should be open to accepting our faults, our shortcomings, the way we are. If I'm not very handsome, I should accept that I'm not very handsome. It's all right. There is nothing wrong with accepting it. There are so many lessons in this story. There is a lesson that we should not only think about ourselves. When we are selfish, we end up unhappy. Hortensia and Rosalind are selfish people. They are jealous people. Where do they end up? They end up becoming statues. It means when you are selfish, you are not happy in the end. You can feel happy maybe for some time. Remember, they plan to delay Beauty's going back to the castle. They planned, okay, let her not go, okay? Let's not let her, okay, we will not let her go to the castle. And they plan like, okay, Beauty, we miss you, please stay with us. What's that? That's jealousy, that's evil behavior. So we should try and avoid being like Hortensia and Rosalind. We should not try and have any of their nature, their personality traits. We should try to be more like the beast, more like Beauty. Polite, straightforward, honest. And we should look beyond people's looks. She does not say, "Yes, I want to marry you," under pressure. She does not say, "I want to marry you," out of greed. She knows that the beast is powerful, the beast has a castle, but she keeps saying no, no, no. She only says yes when she feels like saying yes, right? So we should be true to our emotions. We should accept our emotions truthfully. We should not lie to ourselves. If we don't like somebody, we don't like somebody. That's okay. But we can be kind to them. We can be nice to them. So there are so many lessons to learn from this story, I believe. So many lessons. We can learn that times are not always the same. The merchant was a very rich merchant, right? And then bad luck strikes and he becomes poor. So whether rich or poor, we should know how to be happy. Beauty is happy even when she's poor, okay? She does her work. We should change according to the changing times. When the situation changes, we should be flexible and we should try to accept the situation and adapt to that situation instead of being unhappy all the time. Okay. When they move to the village, when they move to the countryside, then Beauty gets up so early. Remember, she is a rich merchant's daughter, okay? It's not very easy for her, but she adapts to the new situation, to the new circumstances. On the other hand, her sisters, they are still missing the old days, you know, when they wore good clothes, went to the party, went to the theater. They're so unhappy. So this story teaches us that we can be happy in bad situations too. And then the bad situation will change to good situation. Life changed back for Beauty because of her nature, because of her personality. So we can learn so many things from this story. Right, children?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And nice tie, Adib. I like your tie.
Thank you, sir.
And this shirt that you are wearing, Adib, is this shirt from the school? The school gave you this shirt? Or you got it made at the tailor's? Or you bought it from the shops?
No, sir.
You got it made from at the tailor's?
Yes.
Yeah, because look at the collar. The collar is beautiful. When you buy a shirt from the shops, it doesn't have such nice collars. You know, I like a shirt with this kind of collar, pointed collar, you know, nice collar. And do you know how to make a knot, tie knot? Adi?
Yes.
Good. How many different kinds of knots do you make? One type of knot or two or three different kinds of knots?
One.
One. Radhe beta, do you also wear a tie when you go to school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you make those tie knots? Do you know how to make a tie knot?
No, sir. I will baby tie.
Baby tie. Okay. You don't have to make the knots. Knots are there already, right? Okay. You
No.
just need to, you know, put the hooks at the back, right?
I have always one tie, but I not wear it. I like baby tie like this.
Okay, beta, there is a knot called Windsor knot, and there are different knots. I want to show you. Give me a second. Different tie knots, very popular, different tie knots.
This kind of.
Eldridge knot and a Trinity knot. I did Eldridge knot as well. Eldridge knot. This is a beauty. This is called Trinity knot. Okay, let me show you photos. Take a look at this first one, the yellow one. This one. This is the Eldridge knot. Okay, and this is a Trinity knot, the blue one. Do you know how to make these?
No, sir.
Okay, then I'm going to share with you I'm going to share with you the link. You can watch and try and make these notes beta if you want. Okay. Okay, I put the video link in the group. You guys can watch. Now, the chocolate room. There is a story Aradhya has shared with us. The chocolate room. Have you read the story already, Aradhya, at school?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see if we learn in a new way here in the class today. Adib, should we read this story, beta?
जडेजा अब 3 ओवर पीछे आगे रविंद्र जडेजा
A very interesting story writer. You know, Roald Dahl. Beta, Roald Dahl. You see this guy, Roald Dahl. He was from England, beta. Okay, Roald Dahl. He was from England. Okay. He was a very good story writer. His wife was also very good story writer. Roald Dahl's wife was also very good story writer. They both wrote stories. Read. Roald Dahl will always be, let me first, just give me a second, beta. Just give me a second. Let me pause this.
Yeah.
Okay. Roald Dahl was a story writer from England. He was a story writer from England. Okay. The sentence says Roald Dahl will always be counted among the greatest of modern British writers. He will always be counted among the greatest of modern British writers. Modern British writers, so when you think of modern British writers of modern times, Roald Dahl's name always comes to your mind. He's a very, very, very good, modern British writer. This chapter is from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was such a popular story, such a popular book he wrote, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So this chapter is from there, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was one of his most popular books for children. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was one of his most popular books for children. Mr. Wiley Wonka invites 5 children for a visit to his chocolate factory. Mr. Wiley Wonka invites 5 children for a visit to his chocolate factory. Okay, children, who is Mr. Wiley Wonka? He is a businessman, right? He owns a factory. He owns a factory for chocolate, a chocolate factory, okay? He owns a chocolate factory. So he invites 5 children for a visit. He says, children, you can come and visit the factory. Children, Aradhya, Adib, do you have this desire? Ankush, you can also answer. Do you have this fantasy? Do you want to visit a chocolate factory? Do you want to see lots of chocolate being made in a factory?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And do you want to steal some chocolate from there?
The teacher was returned the chocolate room informal letter.
Can you say that again, beta? I couldn't hear you because your voice was breaking up. Can you try and say that again, Aradhya?
My English teacher was returned to all in the chocolate room to visiting the Wiley Wonka into chocolate room. So my teacher to all the students returned the informal.
Okay, now say what you said in Hindi, beta, Aradhya. जो आपने अभी बताया मुझे वो हिंदी में बताओ तो बेटा.
मेरे इंग्लिश वाले टीचर है ना, लिखवाए थे इसको इनफॉर्मल लेटर में, जैसे एड्रेस का, जो विजिट इनफॉर्मल लेटर, उसी टाइप
अच्छा, वो लिखवाए
एक्सरसाइज
थे,
में था।
एक्सरसाइज में था कि आपको अपना एक्सपीरियंस लिखना है कि आप गए चॉकलेट फैक्ट्री में तो क्या क्या हुआ वहां पे।
नो सर, विजिटिंग लेटर,
अच्छा अच्छा,
इनफॉर्मल लेटर।
आपके टीचर ने आपसे इनफॉर्मल लेटर लिखवाया,
यस सर।
वो लेटर किसके पास लिखवाया बेटा?
टू विजिट विली वोंका फैक्ट्री।
अच्छा, कि कैसे बच्चों के पास वो लेटर आएगा कि भाई आपको विजिट करना है कि नहीं, है ना? ओके, इनविटेशन लेटर, राइट बेटा, इनविटेशन लेटर, राइट। अच्छा, तो बेटा आपके पास है लिखा हुआ, जो आपने लिखा था आपके सर ने लिखवाया?
यस सर।
आप चाहे तो आप ग्रुप में शेयर कर सकते हैं, जरा मैं भी देखूं, आपने लिखा या आपके सर ने लिखवाया?
यस सर ने लिखवाया।
जरा देखूं बेटा, जरा शेयर करिए।
यस सर।
लेट मी सी, जरा देखूं। आराध्या, अदीब, ये किताब जो है ना, आराध्या की किताब जो है ना, वो बेहतर किताब है। आराध्या, कौन से पब्लिकेशन की किताब है बेटा आपकी? अदीब
सर
बेटा, पता है, प्रिंटिंग बुक्स बेटा, फर्स्ट पेज और लास्ट पेज जो कवर पेज है ना, उसकी फोटो भेजना तो मैं जान जाऊंगा। ओके,
ठीक है सर।
इसी अदीब बेटा, प्रिंटिंग बुक्स इज अ बिजनेस, किताबें छापना एक बिजनेस भी है बेटा। किताब छापने में जितने पैसे लगते हैं ना, उससे बहुत महंगे बिकते हैं वो। तो सब लोग को पैसे कमाने का मौका मिलता है। तो कई बार ना उतनी अच्छी किताबें नहीं छपती, मतलब उसमें जो लिखा होता है ना, कंटेंट जो होता है ना, दैट्स नॉट वेरी गुड क्वालिटी। बट sometimes some schools, some teachers, they just recommend that कि चलो भाई पढ़ाओ, पैसे आ रहे हैं, राइट। लेकिन अच्छी किताबें पढ़ाई जानी चाहिए स्कूल में, और इसमें आपकी कोई गलती नहीं अगर आपकी किताब अच्छी नहीं बेटा तो। इसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ वो स्कूल मैनेजमेंट है ना, वो डिसाइड करते हैं कि हाँ किताब ये वाली चलनी चाहिए, वो बच्चों से थोड़ी पूछते हैं, और बच्चे थोड़ी डिसाइड कर सकते हैं, दे कांट डिसाइड, राइट।
यस सर।
ओके, तो मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ आराध्या के टेक्स्ट की, वो भेज दिया क्या बेटा?
यस सर।
ओके, चलो ठीक है, लुक, you would like to visit Mr. Willy Wonka's chocolate room. Write a formal letter to Mr. Wonka telling him that you have read about the chocolate room and that you would like to visit it. Acha, not an invitation letter, a request letter. A request letter. Tell him briefly about yourself and why you would like to visit the chocolate room. Use this format. Okay. To
Sir,
Willy
I
Wonka.
don't know to village and POPS.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Dear Mrs. Wonka, subject, request for visit to chocolate room. I am 11 years old. इसमें S लगा दो बेटा, ईयर में S लगा दो।
Yes, sir, I forgot.
ये क्या लिखा बेटा?
R.
I am 11 years old. Are reading क्या बेटा?
Real. Yes. Real. Recently. 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 Recently.
Recently.
Recently, yes. Yes, recently. Recently.
ये टीचर ने लिखवाया राध्या.
Yes, sir.
Along with my love of chocolate had made me very curious. Along with.
Yes, sir, along.
आपकी टीचर मेल है या फीमेल है बेटा?
Male. Class teachers.
क्या नाम है उनका?
Simon.
साइमन. और सभी के कॉपी में यही चीज लिखा होगा राध्या, जब वो सर लिखवाए तो?
Yes, sir.
तो बेटा आप ना अपने दोस्तों की कॉपी की भी मुझे एक ये बोलना, एक फोटो भेज देने के लिए, ठीक है? आपको टेलीग्राम पे या व्हाट्सएप पे भेज देंगे वो, और आप मुझे भेज देना, ताकि मैं ये चेक कर लूं कहीं आपसे तो गलती नहीं हुई है लिखने में, बिकॉज देर आर अ फ्यू मिस्टेक्स, कुछ एक दो गलतियां हैं, तो मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है कि आपने गलतियां की हैं या सर ने लिखवाई हैं ये चीजें, इसीलिए मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. तो
No,
इससे
sir,
पहले
I made mistake.
हाँ वही, इसीलिए कंफर्म करने के लिए बेटा प्लीज, फिर मैं आपको करेक्ट करूंगा. ओके, आपकी हेल्प करूंगा कि इसको कैसे करेक्ट लिख सकते हैं. ओके. ओके एवरीबॉडी. आराध्या बेटा, मुझे अपने क्लास की ना 2-3 अच्छी स्टूडेंट जो है ना, आपकी दोस्त जिनकी इंग्लिश अच्छी है, वो उनकी ये उनकी फोटो कहना कि लेकर के जो आपने लिखा है उसको भेज दो मुझे व्हाट्सएप पे, टेलीग्राम पे, और मुझे भेज देना आप. ओके.
Yes.
All right, let's see. So what happens, beta? Okay, who is Roald Dahl, children? Who is Roald Dahl?
Whiter.
Okay,
Right.
he's not alive now. Okay, he's not alive now. Okay, he is gone. He's dead. Okay, Roald Dahl is not alive now. Okay, he wrote, and do you think Roald Dahl is considered a very, very good English writer, British writer,
Yes, sir.
story writer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He is among the greatest modern English writers, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this story that you're going to read is a part of a book. What is the name of that book? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Was it very popular? Was this book very popular? Yes, it was one of his most popular books for children. It was one of his most popular books for children. Roald Dahl's wife's name was Sophie Dahl. Sophie Dahl? No, I don't. Wait. Let me find out what was his wife's name. Roald Dahl's Patricia. Roald Dahl. His wife's name was?
बैग में डालते हैं, बैग में डालते इधर भी रखते इधर
Patricia Neal. Okay. His daughter was a writer, or who? No, 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 no.
Hmm. Oh,
Okay, maybe I'm a little confused about this, but I don't remember very clearly about his wife. But Roald Dahl was definitely one of the best, British writers. And he wrote a book for children called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And this story is a part of that, okay? So what happens in this story, there is a man, his name is Willy Wonka, okay? He owns a chocolate factory, and he invites 5 children for a visit to his chocolate factory. Among them is a poor little boy, Charlie Bucket. So the 5 children that he invites, among these 5 children, there is a boy called Charlie Bucket.
Charlie.
Okay. Yeah, Charlie Bucket. He also goes there to visit the factory. He goes there accompanied by his grandfather. It means he doesn't go there alone. He goes there with his grandfather. Accompanied by his grandfather means he goes there with his grandfather. Okay. The children see fascinating sights at the factory. Of course, when you go to a chocolate factory, you can imagine how wonderful it is going to be to see so many chocolates being, made in the factory, and have strange experiences there. In this part, Mr. Wonka shows them the chocolate room. Okay. Inside the chocolate factory, there is a chocolate room as well. Okay. So this part is only about the chocolate room. Children, I would ask you to ask your papa or mommy to buy you the book called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because you guys are young. You would enjoy reading that. Okay. Let me find out the price for this. Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay.
Which
Take
type
a look.
of book?
This is a very interesting storybook, beta. Okay. Very interesting storybook. And you guys should read this book for your English, for entertainment. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay. Now see, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is available for $6.99 on Amazon. And cheap version, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, book. Cheapest price. Okay, there you go. there is a site called bookchore.com. Bookchore. What is the name of the site, guys? Bookchore.com. Okay. And there you can find a used book. Okay. Used book for 87 rupees, 90 rupees, 80 rupees, 87 rupees. Okay. Because a new book will cost you a lot of money. 600, 700 rupees. So I think, okay. And there is an audiobook as well. Membership trial. Okay. Paperback is 241. Audiobook. The audiobook is available for free. If we buy the audiobook, then we can listen to it here in the class. But I want you guys to read it on your own. There will be so many new words, so many things that you would like to learn. Okay. 2 months free trial. 1 credit a month to use on any title of your choice. Yours to keep. Listen all you want to the plus catalog. No commitment. Cancel anytime. After 2 months, Audible is okay. Buy now for 615 rupees. Oh, really? Okay. This is a 3 hours, 17 minutes long story. Okay. The paperback book is available for 241 rupees. This is Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So, do you think your papa will buy you this this book, beta, for 241 rupees if you want a new book? If you want an old book, then you can buy it for 80 rupees, 90 rupees as well. There. See, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, author, okay, binding paperback, check code availability, COD, cash on delivery, readable, good condition for 115 rupees. Okay, condition. If it is a good condition, then you can buy it for 115 rupees. Okay. The old one. So do you guys mind having an old book, beta? Because what matters is reading the story, right?
Yes, sir.
Doesn't matter whether the book is new or old, doesn't matter. If it is in a good condition, you can just enjoy reading it, right?
Yes, sir.
Book. I think it is. Yeah, it is a story for, it is the book available for 115 rupees. Which would you prefer, Aradhya? A new book for 240 rupees, 41 rupees, or an old book for 115 rupees? Which will you prefer? And you, Adi? Which
Old
will you be
book.
more comfortable? For 115
Old
rupees.
book. Yes, sir.
And you, Adi, beta?
Like कोई भी.
I think my daughter has read this Matilda, but Matilda is also very nice story by Roald Dahl. Okay, Roald Dahl is a very, very popular writer, beta. And if you read these, books, listen, children, those children who live in big cities, Mumbai, Bengaluru, they don't only read their course books, they also entertain themselves in English. And that's how their English gets better, okay? My daughter also reads lots of books. I have bought her 6, 7 books already, isn't it? There are 6, 7 books there, novels. So because Aditi is 14 years old, a little older than you guys, so she reads those books, novels, and she likes them. This is how people can improve their language skill, children. So we are going to read this story tomorrow, but please ask your mom and dad, okay? If you want, I can place the order for you as well, okay? No problems. And if you want, you can place the order. It's not very expensive. 115 rupees is not a lot of money for a book, right? You will read, your brothers and sisters will read, you can gift it to somebody as well, right?
Yes.
After reading. Okay. So, yeah, talk to your papa, okay? Tell him that I was saying that you should buy the book, you should have the book because it's a good book. And this story that you're reading, Aradhya beta, is just a part of that, story. Just a part of that story. The whole story is not here, okay? But you will love the whole story because it's a very, very popular book. Charlie and the Chocolate Room. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So let's meet tomorrow. We'll read this story and talk to your dad. Maybe he will say, okay, buy it, no problems. If your dad says, buy the new one for 240 rupees, buy the new one, okay? And if your dad says, buy the old one for 115 rupees, buy the old one, okay?
Yes, sir.
I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.